Hello, this is Ramcat, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial looking at my list here of things I'm going to talk about: how to change your name in the game, how to add an IP address to your favourites, how to enable the console, and how to bind keys to things. I'm recording this with Camtasia, if you're wondering why it looks so incredibly awesome. It is really good, and I've just started using it. Camtasia Studio 8, and it's £44. Okay, so first of all, you'll notice is I have my game in a window. It helps with adminning because it means I can just press escape and jump across to this window here. This panel, for example, is the back end of the server, the control panel for the server. So I like to play. I've got high-res monitors, so it doesn't really affect anything, and I'm used to it. So I play inside a window. So that's what you're going to see today. Okay, so I have my web camera running because I'm going to show you the keyboard shortly. So the first things first, how do you change your name in the game? Well, the first thing to do is join a game. I'm going to connect to this game here. It says there's one person already in there, so that's a bit weird. Let's have a look.
Play.
It's a vicious lie. The one person is replay, I think. Okay, so I've called myself Lady. That's not my name. So I'm not too happy about doing that. I don't know if you can hear that music. So I'm just going to wait till it finishes in a second. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this. Look, this little grenade. Away! It's a very powerful grenade. Okay, music stopped, and the game is started. So, and by the way, on our map, we've got instructions here on how to bind keys, and there are simple rules, and we've even solved the spawn camping problem by trying to explain to people how spawn camping is, or as we define it. But yet, they still ignore it, and yet, we still ban them. Okay, so first things first, how to change your name? Well, go to my keyboard now. Tilt down in the trade, that's called a tilt down. And to bring up the, you have to bring up your friends list. It's Shift and Tab, and that brings up your friends list here. Look, I'm not signed in, but it doesn't matter. Now, next to your name, there's a little tiny triangle pointing downwards. Click that, and then click Change Profile Name. And in here, you can change your name, and mine is, I don't know my name. Is, and click OK. And that has now in the game come up a little message at the bottom of the screen there, which you can't see because I've paused it. But yeah, Lady's changed his name to T4S Ramcat. Okay, so next on the list is how to add an IP address to your favourites, because no doubt now you've had a glimpse of our favourite map, and look, yes, that is AT-ATS on the skybox. This is a fantastic server. I'll just show you a bit quickly. Look, Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Yes, that is a bird flying by, and yes, they are TIE fighters flying in the skybox. This is Star Wars, my friends. Okay. Oh yeah, and also over there, look, speeders. There's two speeders there with two scouts next to it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic a little bit, but so this is our server. Anyhow, what was I going to do? Yes, I was going to show you how to add an IP address to your favourites. So you press down to the keyboard, press Escape, and in here you go to the find a server you like. So here's, I'm looking at the internet tab. So here's all the servers. I'm not going to hit refresh because we know what a pain that is. It takes forever. And let's find a server we like. Well, what about this? The Trading Express. The Dope Boys. Well, they're bound to be fun because they're immature. So the Dope Boys, if we go there, I think I want to add that server to my favourites. So I right click it from the internet list and I go to View Server Info. And then it comes up with not only a list of whoever's on that server, and they're all Dope Boys, so they're really cool. It has this here, the IP address. If you highlight it, right click on it and go to copy, that will copy that IP address into your clipboard. and you can close that down. And then go to your favorites, and then go to add server, and then in here enter the IP address. Well, you've got it in your clipboard, so right click and paste, and then find games at this address. Oh look, the Dope Boys. Add this to your favorites. The Dope Boys is officially one of my favorite servers ever. Only it isn't, it's pants, so I want to get rid of it. Now if I right click, it doesn't come up, look. It comes up with that. I don't want that. So what you've got to do is get beyond the glitch, and it is just a glitch. If you just click around a bit, and then right click it, this menu is available again. Remove server from favorites because it's pants. Okay, so that's how you add a server by IP address. Can't paste any IP address from any website to do with this game. And next on my list was to enable the console. Right, in order to bind keys, you need to type commands into the console. Now, the console is not chat. Okay, it's not chat. The console is the back end, sort of controlling files inside your game folders on your computer, your local computer. So you need to go to the console. So press escape to come out of the chat. Now to bring up the console, you have to press this key here. It's to the left of the number 1 and just above tab on the left hand side of the keyboard. It looks like a little apostrophe actually. If you press that key there, that should bring up the console. If it doesn't, it means you haven't got the console enabled. So press escape to bring up the menu. And enable the console, we go to options, advanced, and then tick that little box there. OK. Resume game. So now, when you press that button, there's the console. Now in the console, you can bind commands. Like you can bind commands to make your engineer automatically build a whole sentry and place it with a simple key press, rather than scrolling through your weapons, etc. You can bind keys to throw things like grenades, if there's a plugin to throw a grenade, and that's what I'm going to show you in a minute. Or you can bind keys to say things, like for example I'm going to show you here. So here's, well, first of all, I've bound my grenade throwing to this key over here in the numpad. I game from my numpad. I don't like using WASD, so I game from my numpad. So this button here, the minus button on my keypad, is the key I'm going to use to bind. Now it's currently bound already, so I'm going to unbind it first. So unbind, and this is a good way to sort of clear keys out. Unbind keypad, which is KP. This code for what keys are called are available on the internet. And the keypad and the minus button are called is KP underscore minus. That's the keypad minus. And there's keypad plus, and there's keypad arrow up, and there's keypad arrow down, etc., etc. So unbind keypad minus, enter. Valve have decided not to award you with any sort of recognition that you've just done something really clever, so it just goes blank. But normally it'll put an error message if you've done it wrong. Next is you want to bind it, so bind KP keypad underscore minus space, and what we want to bind to that is this command, which is SM, which is source mod underscore. This is going to be the command for throwing that grenade. Well, it's not actually a grenade, it's a cluster bomb. So CB stands for cluster bomb. And if you're wondering how I know that, or how you'd ever find out the command, then just come on the server and ask someone. If you type in MOTD into chat, it comes up with a little sort of screen telling you how to use the commands. Plus, as I said, all these commands are for binding sentries, etc. Our grenades is in the spawn, written on the wall. So press enter, and it's accepted that. So that's how you bind keys. Do you want to see the grenade again? There it is. Might kill me, this. Beautiful. And that's pretty much all I think I need to show you. There's other stuff you can do. Yeah, hope to see you on our server soon. It's teamforstress.com. Get the IP address from there and paste it into your favourites. Come and visit us. We do lots of exciting things, and the main thing is we have this here. We have millions and millions and millions of songs. Lots of songs for you to look at. Zelda, Pink Floyd, Black Grape, Sinatra, Motorhead. And some classical music too, because we're very, very sophisticated. Okay, bye-bye.